Yay! Check it out. We're in Minecraft, and we're definitely the wrong animal, because this is a panda bear skin, so oops. I guess we'll just have to go with it. But hey, welcome to my Minecraft world, and there are chickens everywhere. As you can see on the radar, there are chickens everywhere. And they love to lay their eggs. And eventually you just get loads of chickens. There's also lots of cows. But we'll get to that. Let's just take a, cow. Or take a look inside the house. Ooh, whose house is this? Well, it's mine. I built this bad boy all by myself. Quite a while ago. It's been some years. So I'm gonna just show you around. Here is a basic bedroom with nothing much in it. I like to close the doors. Here's a glass dome. It's just got a beacon in there and some bamboo and shit. Take a good look around. Here's the top layer. This is basically nearly the highest point of the entire house, which is funny because it goes into a sheer cliff, and well, we'll get to that later. Let's take a look out here, where I have probably one of my first trees, and it's horrible because it's square. It's very square, it's very jank. This was like one of the first things I built in this world, coming right off of the house, and it just goes up inside. And there's a horse blocking the way. Move your butt, stupid horse. And then lots of stuff around here. A dog, cat, dogs, cats, and some parrots. With some stuff. I've used a lot of banners as well, just to be all like, oh yeah, this is this area. We're gonna color code it because we're cool like that. And the cauldrons are full of rainwater. Don't drink. Don't drink the rainwater. Disgusting. Ew, 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 ew. There's not much here though. I've just got a llama just standing on one of my flipping beacons. I have beacons everywhere, as you might be able to tell. You know, just a few, he says. A few. He's like, oh sure, you got a few. 100, 1,000, potentially million. No, not that much. Okay. Then we go down here. It's like, what's this? All the wood is gone and it's stone. Yeah, well. It's like, oh, you start off in the world and you ended up coming to a sheer cliff. I mean, like this, I think I actually put all this dirt here. Here's one of the nether portals. There's another one somewhere down there, if you can see. Yeah, I'm using a few mods. This one's the voxel mod. Voxel map. Yeah, good. Yeah. You ever get lost in Minecraft and then you think to yourself, wait, what happened? Where did I go? Get voxel map and get yourself some, it's got some built-in waypoints so you can see the whole map that I've discovered so far. There's quite a lot here. And it's like, I've gone all the way out, a few thousand blocks to some ice spikes. And then there's a few villages just north. It's like, yeah, sure, go out there. And then you're like, wait, where did I go? You turn back around and you completely miss where you've gone. So, yeah. So out here I've got myself a little library for enchantments if I ever use them. I think I've got them too far away from the book though. So, it don't work. Not that I've got anything to enchant. And then I've got like a greenhouse out here. Just for some decoration. Some like coarse fruit. Yeah, just make it look nice, kind of. Big deal otherwise. Big deal. Alright. And then a bit of a water feature here and there. There's like some stuff just under the house there. Might be able to. I do have one area I think I can reach to, but out here I've decided, oh, let's just keep the mountain integral with the house. So out here we've got a few, just a few things. There's like another little cubby hole over here with a beacon just under the ground here. Might be able to see it, but I've blocked it off. Nice bit of glass, so it's like it's still like inside, but you can look out and it's like, oh, there's another house all the way over there. Wonder who put that there. Well, since I'm the only one on the world. I've got a few caves. Did a bit of redstone stuff here, like, oh, I'm using some cake to generate power. I've got like a comparator or two here. I can't remember if there's like a thing where if you stick some redstone into a chest, and it depends how many items you've got in the chest, it actually creates something new, like a bit of a signal. If it don't, then it should. A few more things here and there. This is actually the top of a chandelier. Might be able to see it if we look down there. There's one chandelier. All wooden flipping fencing and such, so it kind of looks like it's linked. Take a better look once we go down here. Down and down, down and down, 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 down. Right, in here is like another part of the same mountain. Close the gate. Same part of the mountain where, yeah, here's that big chandelier. This is the one where, yeah, we can see under the beacon. So where was that other one? I think that's this one here, where you can see through and it's just up there. And then I put another sort of like ledge down here. And I've got this area here, but it's kind of empty. I need to think of something to put down here. So it's like, oh, now there's a reason to actually come here and do stuff rather than just, oh, I've just built down, just scared it down, 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 down. And then we go through here, all the way down. Another little cave area here with some stuff that, like, okay, whoop-de-doo. Some stuff. But this is where it gets interesting. Go through this gate, and then there's an iron door. What's behind the door? Well, you can see some man-made waterfalls that I put, and well, we'll get over there later. There's something over there as well if you can see it, but we'll get there later because everything is connected. So we'll go down here. What's down here? Another door. There's, oh look, some kind of a substation where it's underwater. Yes, you can see all the sea pickles are lighting up the area quite nicely, and the squids and salmon, what have you. Salmon and cod. And what's under here? There's tunnels. Let's go through the tunnels. Very nicely built up that managed to do all myself, and I had to replace all the water so you can actually walk through it instead of swim. Then what? Got a cross section here. What's going on this way? We go this way. Down here. I've got a mine shaft connecting everything, so we could probably go through there. And up, 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 up. Ooh. Again, underwater, we have a nice sort of lit up area using the sea lanterns, and I've got banners everywhere just to say this is this area. Take a look. Get through the door and this door, and then there's a little area down here. It's like, again, it's underwater, it's even lower down. We've got pictures everywhere, a bit of blue just because it's a little lower. Thought it would look nice, but got some stuff here for enchanting stuff there to respawn at. Usual stuff, you know, bit of storage. We've got some stuff here, just a painting. Well, painting needs. Well, okay, going back up. And could go through the tunnels, or this door just leads directly out into the ocean. And, well, you can see everything over here. I've made sure that everything went up to at least the bottom layer so we can see above everything. Swimming is slow, so let's just walk instead. Run. Walk, run, sprint. Whatever it is you have to do. Got conduits down under here as well. Need the conduits so I can actually see while I'm swimming just as much as I need the speed from all the beacons. So let's take the mine shaft this time. Go through here. Abandoned mine shaft. Is it this way? Nope, not that way. It's a bit deadly with lava and deadly, and just jump over the flipping redstone torch and it's like, oh, what's this? I've got a little bit of flowers just under here. There's a bit of a cave here, but it just sort of led to a dead end, so I thought, just put some flowers here. They seem to be alive, they're not dying yet. And this is the other side of the junction, and then, oh, what's this? What's going on over here? Well, hold up, we just passed it. We've got a couple of mine shafts that I need to potentially do something with. I've got nothing over here. It's still dark. I need to lighten it up. And this will eventually lead to somewhere, but I haven't really made anything of it yet. That could be something in future we can show off then. Bing, bing, bing. Got another, like, subway area that's like, oh, you can just come here to grab some stuff. You can set your spawn point, blah, blah, blah. And what's this? The Maiden of Triumph. What's that? Well, if we keep going, you might be able to see through all the water. But there's a big old ship over here somewhere. And it seems to be floating. Like the Hindenburg or something. As long as it can catch fire. And yeah, we can come out in this sort of like a bit of a sandy area, a bit of a beach. Up here, let's just skip the ladders and go straight up. And up here we have a big old ship that's floating in the ocean. It's like, wow, that's cool. How about that? And well, put quite a bit of time into this. It was quite the build. I'm actually surprised at how well it came out when I first did it. Maybe a little shallow at the bottom, but we'll just call it like a flatbed. On the inside I've got like this mechanism where it causes all the lights to flash, but of course with the lights turning on and off constantly it causes a lot of lag. But I just thought it was cool to do that, so that's what I did. Okay, should be able to see where the lights are going, where we head back to that little ocean palace thing. We'll go and now check out that big old like grassy area. It's like, wait, did you build that over the water? Yes, and it took years. Like, before I even figured out there was a fill function, I ended up having to place all the sponge by hand, and that took a long time. So luckily, I know what the fill function does now. I can do it without having to take years to do it. This thing literally took maybe a year and a half, maybe longer, I can't remember. So here we are, the biodome. And since I decided I wanted to dig under all of this water and get under the... And then look what I found over here! It's a ravine! And it goes all the way down there, and it goes even further than that. You can't quite see at this angle, but I think it goes around the corner. But I left a bit of a waterfall here, and well, what's that up there? Well, let's go and show you. Then it comes back up to a nice hilly area, and ooh, look at this. Look at this huge tree. It's massive. And we've got a bit of a greenhouse. Well, no, not a greenhouse, but like a tree house. We've got some spruce down here, and well, if we go up here, we've got all of these again. Let me see. Oak. Yeah, we've got some spruce and some oak. So, and you can get lost in the tall grass and find Pokemon. Or whatever it is that you like to find in tall grass. And just run around, have a bit of time. Now, put some fencing around so you don't fall into the bean. And there seems to be a waterfall coming from this giant structure. How do we get up there? Well, if we go around the other side. Silly boy goes silly and stupid, yes. Takes a while, but I've put specifically a trapdoor here so you don't get lost or fall through. That's the idea anyway. And whoa, what's up here? Well, we've got another tree that I tried to build. It kind of looks a bit like a baobab with that thick trunk. And we've got another tree up there with a bit of stuff for enchanting, and I've put some beehives there. But I need to introduce some bees, which I don't think I can do until an update. Or I might be able to do it now. Right now I'm playing on 1.16. So I've got all the nether stuff. Up here is just, well, a few chests and a bed. You know, set your spawn point, have a sleep. Nothing much in here, but you know, it's a nice place to rest, especially that. Looks good, right? Yeah? No? What do you mean no? I'm looking at you. And then yeah, we've got this over here just for some niceness. Waterfall comes from here. We could just jump down here if we're really that bad off. And oh look, there's a ravine. Let's not go through there. I'm going to skip to this side. Bit of a waterfall over here, same thing, comes from a bit of a little lake that I've put here. And this one I just sort of thought, well, I think I'll focus more on, like, say, the bees. So we can have some bees over here at some point. I think bees only come at 1.17. Yeah, so I've got a little hut here. You know, nice sort of environmental place with lots of flowers and grass. And yeah, I've filled this one with some flowers, and they always look towards the east. So I've got a bit of a hole, some water can flow through, and then we've got a little bit of a lake here. I'm calling this place off because, oh no, we've got the wither roses and you touch them and you die and shit. Not cool. Not cool. Then what's down here? Underwater garden? What's this all about? Let's take a look. It goes down into a cave again because, like, you know, we've got all these cave areas and stuff, and, you know, the glass makes it, I think it looks nice anyway, I would say. But then what's going on out here? Glass above, so you can see what's going on above you. You've got the sky dome that I've just showed you there, and then there's a lot of pickles and some sea lanterns, all for the lighting, so you don't have to rely on anything. And then what's under here? Yeah, we've got more flowers and stuff under here. There's roses and some shrubs. Looks nice being under the water. So, sort of like a nice area. Kind of feels a bit like a bathhouse maybe. But this is just this area. There's a possibility of extending something in this direction and adding stuff. But I'll show you what I've done on the other side. So we've got this side, and then there's one on the other side too, and well, I think you might like it. It looks good. Well, to me it does anyway. It's not finished on both. One thing's finished, but the other side isn't. We can have a look up here first if you want. Like, well, I've got a bit of a balcony here. I do have a thing where this is all hollow. You can climb through the back area, and then you just climb up. And then we've got a bit of a tree house. Going up, do. And then what's up here, huh? Yeah, we've got the inside of the tree house, and I've incorporated a bit of the wood. Almost just say, you don't chop down the tree, you build around the tree. So you incorporate what wood it already has with some, you know, processed woods. And some glass, because, you know, glass is cool. It makes everything look bright and shiny, but I've also added things like lanterns. Glowstone, stuff like that, just to make it look bright even in the dark. Okay, down we go. Meow. And then, well, the tree also incorporates a bit of shrooms because, well, we like it being bright but also atmospheric, which is hopefully what I've got coming up next. So through here, incorporating the again, some of the stuff from the natural generation of the world and incorporating it into, you know, something. I could possibly light this up and maybe have something going on in this direction, but it's something I'll have to think about and see. But coming through here, and again underwater, just because, well, everything around here is basically just a huge, like, ocean biome, so just do what we can. I'm actually surprised this tree grew. I didn't think there was enough lighting. I did not use any bone meal on any of this because I didn't think it would grow, but at one point this one decided it was going to actually grow into a full-on tree. Just not very tall, which is not surprising, I suppose. But carry on through here, another little mid-section so you can just rest up and chill. Got some just some areas to cut. I am thinking of possibly putting some more plants around here. Maybe they'll grow as well. But that's something for, like, future update. And then down here is just a huge area. You might be able to see it's like lines or something going on down here. And almost complete and total darkness. But since I'm playing on 1.16, I'm thinking I want to update to a new version of the game hopefully it works out the way there was a lot talking about what would happen if a 1.16 or older world, what have you, ends up updating to a new version of the game with the like build height changes. I'm not sure what's going to happen. As far as I know, there's going to be like gradual change or something based on the new chunks generated. But I'll worry about that when I actually go further afield. The main idea is to go to 1.16, and this whole area is going to be covered in things like skulk and amethyst and like low lichen. So all this darkness will hopefully still technically be there, but have little pockets of atmospheric light. It's sort of like an ambient sort of thing. Like for over here, we've got the crimson and warp nylium and what have you. This creates like a nice ambient sort of lighting. I know I've gone and put more beacons there, but I decided if I put them in the areas where most of the light should be, all the corners that I've got around here, if I show you with the night vision, all the corners I've got here I'm going to fill with amethyst and lichen and sculk. I don't think sculk produces its own lighting, does it? But yeah, we've got these areas here, and then I've also decided let's fill that in with lava because that'll have its own atmospheric lighting, and then this is going to be like a huge amethyst geode right in the middle of here. Hopefully all the amethyst will produce enough light to make it look quite nice. And then we've got this area over here which I was going to fill with water, and then this could have all like the sculk stuff, and then there's another one just over there could probably do stuff with it as well. Like if I do this now, let's see, water. Just get a bucket of water, and fill it in. So we're like water. Fill it in, make it look as if it's got something going on here. Yeah, something like that. So you've got all this water, and you get a little bit of a water feature. Like that, yeah. And then we could have like stuff growing as such from that. It makes it look as if it's more natural. That's the idea anyway. So hopefully that'll look good. And then in the other areas where we can have like some, like I say, amethyst in some corner and maybe some other stuff. But it's just something I've got to think about while I'm busy continuing to build up this world. Hopefully my whole area, I mean just look where we came from if you can see. All the high stuff is all the way over there, and I've even got my like loaded chunks out to like 16, maybe a bit further afield, and look how far we are. Stuff's starting to just like get deloaded, quote unquote. But yeah, this is what I've got so far for my Minecraft world. I think that's everything. There's some stuff like, let's see, hold on. Let's see, yeah, I've got a bit of a lava lake over there with a bunch of striders and stuff. I've got the ravine home that I vaguely showed you. We could probably show you really quick. But it's just a small little area over a ravine I decided to build over. Nothing much. And then I've also used, spawn being 0, 0. Whether that is my actual spawn point is another matter entirely, but I just like to make sure I know where I've come from. It should be generally in that area. Yeah, if anybody likes to not get lost in Minecraft, whatever you do, go find Voxel Map. It can give you a little mini map, and like you can see in the top right corner there, and then of course all my see, a bunch of striders just over there. Yeah, all my waypoints can be seen through walls and blocks and stuff, but there's also a beacon light sort of thing that goes there too. So, yeah. Anyway, ravine. It's not very big, but I decided I was going to build over this with like a bridge looking thing. Like so. Got another area like just underneath that I could build over, or build around, do stuff with, because there's some stuff around that I could use, but you know, it's just something that I've got to think about and build around, what have you. But yeah, that's basically it. I've got another, like I say, another Nether portal over here, because you know what Nether portals are like. They decide, oh, even though you've only come back to the same flipping portal, you end up with a second one. And I have built a bit of a home there, but it's not much either. It's about as big as that, maybe smaller. But this, you know, the overworld gives you everything, so I've given the overworld everything almost the same way. So hey, thanks for watching. I know it's just a little thing, so yay, thanks for watching. Thanks again. See you soon. Bye bye.